We've all had, or at least seen, a doll, a representation that is commonly human-like. We've seen them in various sizes and in different forms over time, as babies, children, adults, or even as action figures or animated characters. A childhood companion that doesn't speak or move on its own. Or at least, that's how it's supposed to be. Today's video might make you rethink ever owning a doll in your life. Strange things have happened with some of them, and today, I'm here to show you a selection of 7 of these events, some of which you may find strange, while others categorize them as paranormal occurrences. And I present to you the 7 scariest videos of dolls moving on their own. The following video occurred on a Mexican TV program known as Hoy. In this segment of the program, there was a mannequin shaped like a skull, which we can see dressed in a tuxedo and is tall enough to reach one of the people present in the show. This doll was there as part of the Day of the Dead decorations, a traditional Mexican celebration that honors the deceased. Now, I'll ask you to pay attention to the doll in this brief segment of the program and tell me, don't you notice something strange? If you haven't noticed it yet, look closely at the skull's eyes. As we can see, it seems like the doll is trying to wink. It would be quite odd for this to be a planned act, given that this program was broadcast live. Additionally, despite the Day of the Dead theme, the women standing behind the doll weren't even talking about anything scary at that moment. Regarding this, you can share your own conclusions in the comments. Just like the previous one, the next event happened on a live television program broadcast a long time ago, which is why I couldn't find better quality footage. However, it's not necessary for something noticeable at first glance. According to a random post I found on Facebook, the program's name is El Mañanero, and it featured the green-haired clown you see there. His name is Victor, but back then, he was known as Grosso. In this segment of the program, Victor was having a conversation with his co-host, which is why he didn't notice what was happening with one of the elves on the table. Pay close attention. The doll goes from being slightly tilted to standing upright all on its own. Victor and his co-hosts were engaged in conversation at the time, so they were distracted. Also, there was no one else near those dolls. So, the question is, what caused this elf to move on its own? The next video was uploaded to YouTube on May 15, 2020, via the channel Darren's. The video comes from a security camera recording their garage. In the description, Darren's comments, "Our security camera captured my son's teddy bear moving on its own. He received it from his great-grandmother before she passed away, and he takes it with him all the time. A few nights ago, he left it on the table in our garage, and the teddy bear moved on its own. I have no explanation for what happened. Pay attention to the teddy bear sitting on the table. It's the one mentioned." notice that even after it falls to the ground, the teddy bear keeps moving. Could this be some sort of prank? Or are we actually witnessing a paranormal event involving a stuffed toy? The conclusion is up to you. At spot number 4, we have a video uploaded by the user Freaks and Dolls. At the start of the video, they mention that the footage we're about to see comes from a night vision camera recording around 3 a.m. in a bedroom. As we can see from the footage, this person has a large collection of varied dolls in their room. But we can also notice that most, if not all of them, have something in common. They're horror-themed dolls. Among them, you can spot Chucky dolls and a figure that appears to be Freddy Krueger. Now, pay attention to what's unsettling this person so much that they installed cameras in their bedroom to record these dolls. The owner of the video comments, "I've been finding objects in my room falling every morning. So I set up video cameras in different angles of the room. This was the second night. I don't have proof this is a ghost, but my windows were closed. So I can't think of any wind moving my stuff. Also, the light you saw was from my desk lamp and the closet door light." Based on what they're saying, if there was no wind in the room because the windows were shut, then what caused the movement of these dolls? At spot number 3, we have a video from 10 years ago. The uploader explains that it was just a video of a cup stacking. Nothing related to horror or the paranormal. In the footage, we can see 3 young people, one of them a girl, stacking the cups. So far, so good. But let's focus on what happens while she's doing this. It's possible that the person recording didn't notice what was happening at that moment because they were focused on the girl's cup stacking. But when they reviewed the video later, they realized what had happened. I'm very worried and can't understand how this happened. If you have suggestions on what to do, please message me. I've stored the doll in an old barn I have, is what the uploader said. It's shocking to think this doll could have lifted itself. Without a doubt, this is a very strange occurrence that leaves a lot to wonder. Next, we have a video that was recorded by the parents of a baby whose names are Hank and Hannah. The mother's comments about this video were that she saw on her baby monitor that her baby was lying in bed happily playing alone. So, she decided to record a video with her phone because she thought it was an adorable moment to watch. Later, when showing the recorded video to her husband Hank, he noticed how cold it was in the girl's room, but then he went into a panic when he saw something strange happening with the teddy bear behind their daughter. In the video, we can notice that the girl is awake, but we can also see how the teddy bear makes strange movements by itself. In fact, it seems like it's staring at the girl, who appears to be unable to sleep at that moment as something seems to be unsettling her. Finally, at spot number 1, we will see the strange experience someone had with dolls that were inside a display case. It happened in the United States. The person who recorded the video is named Chad. He had previously had a paranormal experience with these dolls, so this time, he decided to record it. On this occasion, Chad was alone at home as his wife was outside. In fact, the dolls in the display case belonged to her. Now, let's see what Chad captured with these dolls. The question is the same one we would all ask after seeing something like this. What is causing the movement of these dolls? Also, we've noticed that the strange movement of objects can not only be seen in the dolls in the display case, but also in other things. It's as if something in that room is causing them. And that's all for today. If you liked it, please give it a like and share it with your friends. You can follow me on social media to stay updated on all my creations. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell to see more content like what you just saw. This is Nagex Supremo signing off, and I hope to see you in the next video.